Greeting everyone, welcome to the 5-minute tech update. Anyway, now let's move on to our next update. Taking Apple's business as a prime market for the Apple Vision Pro, with its applications in productivity, design collaboration, and training. Apple's Vision Pro seeks to bring spatial computing in any of the mainstream of business. Big businesses like Nike and Walmart showed interest at first, but worries about its $3,500 starting price and attached battery still exist. Neither device combines the best features of iOS and macOS, and it may be used to construct enterprise-specific apps. Despite showing promise, its long-term acceptance is still unknown, because using AR gadgets for prolonged periods of time might be uncomfortable. However, Apple's trailblazing work in AR/VR technology shows notable improvements and intuitive user interfaces, setting the stage for next breakthroughs and commercial uses. Now let's move on to our next update. Instagram and Threads will no longer proactively recommend political content following Facebook's guidelines. Meta wants to keep its new app Threads free of political poison. In advance of the 2024 US elections, Instagram and Threads will not automatically suggest political content. This shift sets Threads apart from Twitter's political orientation. Instagram offers a political option for those who desire it, distancing itself from news sources. Neither modifications made by Meta keeps information visible to followers, but necessitate explicit activation for non-followers. Expert accounts have the ability to request reviews and verify eligibility. Meta's change comes after concerns that its platforms are causing political turmoil. This action might lessen regulatory pressure. The changes will happen bit by bit. Let's move on to the next news. Sports betting is coming to X with BetMGM partnership. X, formerly Twitter, partners with BetMGM for sports betting integration, offering live odds and access to betting services initially focused on pro football. More sports will follow. X aims to evolve into an everything app under Musk's ownership, encompassing various features like creator content and online shopping. The move diversifies X's revenue streams beyond advertising, addressing financial challenges. Meta sees the partnership as an opportunity to engage with X's sports-centric audience. The integration could attract new users and maintain X's popularity, especially after recent viral events. Revenue details remain undisclosed, but the partnership signifies X's shift towards monetization beyond advertising. Let's move on to the next article now. The Indian Parliamentary Panel red flags PhonePe and Google Pay cornering 83% of India's UPI payments. The Legislative Commission in India has demanded that the government support local fintech companies in order to counter the hegemony of PhonePe and Google Pay, which account for 83% of digital payments. Restrictions may help competitors by limiting Paytm. UPI market share is led by PhonePe means because the bans are so often. There's best coat debt. There's the creative figures of the passing time, when they're running money to develop a retailing. Anything we should have been forced. It's recently what we like was that they find it complete when they have evidence. The widely, they will be. Let's move on to the next article now. The world's biggest casino app exposed customers' personal data. The business that created the WinStar software, Dejiga, left a database full of sensitive consumer information vulnerable. Nirag Sen found the vulnerability, and following TechCrunch's report, Dejiga moved to fix it. Sen and TechCrunch validated the leaked information, disclosing private information, such as complete names, phone numbers, and addresses. Birth dates were somewhat censored, but the database was unencrypted. Users of MyWinStar app were linked to the leak by TechCrunch. Nadeshige did not say when the problem happened, only that it was caused by a log migration. There are still unanswered concerns regarding the degree of exposure and notification of impacted parties. Nadeshige is looking at and improving security protocols. Anyway, thank you to all of you. Please subscribe to my channel to receive daily updates.